HDFC Chairman Deepak Parekh has said the atmosphere of negativity after the 2G and Radia controversies will impact India's growth. He's speaking to Indian Express Editor-in-Chief Shekhar Gupta on the still-to-be telecast Walk the Talk show.
Everything was going so well a few months ago, and we were really taken off, and we were the darling of the Western world, of the multinationals. Everyone wants to invest money in India, and suddenly there's a snap. And it's amazing. It was building over a period of time, but it's really taken the wind off our ambitions, and I'm very disappointed, saddened more than disappointed to see what's happening. What is happening is businessmen are killing businessmen.
Right.
MPs are eating MPs.
And
media and parliament. Media is eating media.
Right.
There are half a dozen media people who are standing in judgment whether some of your colleagues were right or wrong. How can media people stand in front of other media?
Right.
And it's the same in business versus business. It is politics. Everyone is fighting.
So everybody is being judgmental about their own.
Do
you see Indian capital flying away, Indian investment flying away?
Well, the big boys are looking outside because it's much more easier to do business. It's simpler to do business. It's straightforward business. It's yes and no. It's no grey matter. And you get to know, and you may pay a higher price to acquire companies. Everyone, we have bought banks.
Right.
We always have to pay a higher price when you do an acquisition. But in a year or two, you make up for that.
Right. So what does the Prime Minister do to sort out things like mining linkages, mineral linkages, environmental clearances? These are the few bottlenecks.
See, the different ministries have to work as a team.
Right.
Why does a company do well? If each manager or each departmental head is pulling in different directions, you will not have a good company or a good result.
You see a bit of some of that not happening right now?
I don't see that happening. The big boys in the government are pulling in different directions and not working as a team. With this, we all have the same objective, to see a better India, to see a prosperous India.
You find the big boys in the government who are distracted? Or,
no, in the sense that
following their own agenda.
Yeah, following their own agenda, their own department's agenda,
right.
Not looking at a broader picture. And I think the Prime Minister has to get that organized.
He has its moment, Parliament session such as it is ends. He says a few things. You think he can bring in some calm, or he should try and bring in some calm to the situation?
I think the team has to function cohesively. The ministers, senior ministers, because I don't think it is only in the Prime Minister's, one man can't do so much.
Right. But he has to
has to say something, and then the team has to be given, the team has to be incentivized to work together as the different ministers, rather than coming to the press every time.
Right.
Industry minister gives you permission, environment blocks it. State government gives permission to building Lavasa, environment says stop it. After so much money has been invested of banks' money.
In so many years.
And so many years.
So talk about all this negativity. Have the tapes contributed to it?
Well, some of it. I have not read the tapes. I'm not interested in reading the tapes. But the simple question is that we talked about it earlier, that why was phone tapping done? Because from what I read is that accumulation of large resources, large wealth in a short period of time, or foreign spy or something. You can't have the telephones tapped for 2 years.
Right.
That is invasion of privacy.
Right.
Even if it's a crook, even if someone's doing something wrong, does it take you 2 years to find out whether he's wrong? You take action against that individual, you arrest that individual, you question that individual. You can't keep, if you continue tapping the phone for 2 years and all, it is invasion of privacy.
And then those leak.
Then the leaks.
I mean, once you tap, you have the responsibility to protect
whether
the
IT department feels that there was evasion of tax. But does it take 2 years to tap a phone to find out?